System 1 loaded.
WDW After Dark. WDW After Dark. Live and uncensored. The Disney vidcast for adults.
Oh my God!
Starring Jeff Davis, John Go, Kristen Hetzel, with William Hershey, and Eric Allen as the Beaver. WDW After Dark. WDW After Dark. Streaming live worldwide at WDWAfterDark.com. And now, prepare yourself for WDW After Dark.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another edition of WDW After Dark. Greetings, Disney fans. I'm Al John. Hope you had a great week. And we are joined once again with the Disney fans, the talking heads, lifelong mouse heads. Jeff Davis, what's going on?
What's happening, man?
Technical difficulties abound.
It wouldn't be an After Dark show if we didn't have some technical difficulties.
But we are live, worldwide, and uncensored. And Jeff, are you eating pie for Pie Day?
I am not eating pie. I am eating my pork rind.
Oh, pork rinds. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tailgate food.
It's so good. You eat those things at like 8 o'clock in the morning. They're so damn good. I love them.
Yeah, who cares?
Who cares? I mean,
who cares?
Yeah.
You know, food is food. I have been a proponent about removing the restrictions on food. Who says that you have to eat pork rinds after noon? You can eat them for breakfast. Who cares? Right?
It doesn't matter.
Dude, nobody I've ever talked to ever said you couldn't eat pork rinds before noon.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's like a food group or something. I don't know. It's just
why the hell? You can, eat pancakes, chicken and waffles whenever the hell you want. You don't have to.
You had to bring up chicken and waffles. God,
of
bless.
Course.
Try it. Oh,
try
man.
it.
Oh God, man.
Also on the panel today is Mr. Eric Allen. Eric.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome once again to WDW After Dark.
You know what, Eric, with the goatee, you look a lot like Bill Rogers, the voice of Disneyland, Disney parks.
Do I now?
You do.
You do.
Think I could get a job announcing for the monorail?
You could.
I'd love to do that.
Why not?
Why don't you give us an audition right now?
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
It's so soothing when you say that. It's just, oh, yes.
It's like listening to Delilah After Dark. I know, only us old farts know about that.
Daffodilla.
And now for this long-distance dedication. Just give me from an end. I will always love you, even though I ran over your dog.
Well, once again, everybody, we encourage you all to tune in right now. If you're watching via live stream, please get the app. You can take the show with you wherever you go. You get that internet signal. You get that Wi-Fi. You get that you got the 4G. Lord forbid you're on 3G. Yes.
Oh my God!
You can check out the app so you can see the show streaming live. You can also check out the videos on WDWAfterDark.com and hopefully also on YouTube later today. So, yay. I hope it's going to be on anyway. I have yet to go through all the videos that are in contention there.
So do you want to know what happened to the one from last week?
Oh, no. What happened?
I get through the whole thing. You know, it's uploading. Everything's looking good. No problem. And I come back to look at it, and it says, video is too long.
Oh, no.
What are you talking about? I've had videos this long already. And they went up just fine, so tried it again. Rejected. Tried it again. Rejected. So.
You time it out?
No, the video is too long. 2 hours and 7 minutes was too long.
Wow.
I can't leave you guys alone for a minute, can I?
What? We didn't do anything. I mean,
That was the problem, apparently.
now see what you missed out on last week, Eric, was Will in rare form last week. I mean,
That's right.
Say it ain't so.
no, he was like, his comments were all over the place, and he was talking. He's talked more in last week's show than he has in the first 3 seasons of After Dark. Literally, I mean,
Is that why he's not here tonight?
I think
Did he
that's
just, like,
why.
blow a gasket
Yeah, it
for
must be.
commenting too much?
yeah.
It must be.
Has to be.
Will is actually sick tonight, so hope Will feels better. He's
Yes, we definitely hope Will feels better.
So.
He's probably out with a woman. That's what he's doing.
We'd hope so. I mean, I hope so, just for his sake. I mean, boy's got to get his tubes cleaned or something. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
Worldwide.
WDW
Roto-Rooter
is
them
live and
dudes.
uncensored and
That's
is intended
right.
for an adult studio audience. Because God knows there's no adults here on this end of the screen. I'm
Oh,
telling you.
hell no.
Unless mom and dad are asleep, well, then I can't help you.
Well, there you go. There you go.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Well, really quick, we've got, once again, our top 5 videos of the week, of course. What would a WDW After Dark be without our videos? So we have that. We've got the commentary. We have fair use and copyright and all that stuff down on lock this week for sure. Disney has supplied me with a bunch of footage from red carpet stuff we covered with the Muppets, as well as Captain America, the Winter Soldier. So that's going to be fun. And I'm trying to think. Oh, of course, Jeff, this has been a very heavy news week for Disney, has it not?
Unbelievably busy. We're talking about, we started things off with like the Festival Fantasy Parade. They have put together a new system for people with cognitive of disabilities. I'm sorry. We've got the inaugural Disney Fit Challenge coming up. What you're going to talk about, the Rebel Rendezvous coming up. Some date changes with D23 Destination D. The list goes on and on. It was ridiculous on DW60 this past week. I was about to run out of time. So we had a lot to talk about tonight when it comes to Walt Disney World. There's definitely lots to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely do. Eric's got a few stories. I've got a few stories. We've got discussion. We've got videos. We've got you in the chat roll. Feel free to log in at wdwafterdark.com, sign in, interact with the adult Disney fans that are out there. And a quick plug, don't forget to check out wdwafterdark.com for not only our archive of videos, because yes, even though we may not have the videos on YouTube, you can still check out the previous week's shows on the live stream video library. It's right there below. You can see Jeff Davis's shiny face there every single week that we do this.
Jeez.
That's right. We've got the March 7th show. We've got there in several different pieces, so you can, they're usually in about 30-minute chunks or so. So you
Yeah,
can check
usually.
that out.
Yeah.
And so they're there, and you can check out everything we've discussed. It goes all the way back to, 2013. So, of course, it doesn't have our formative shows, and I've always wondered this, Jeff. Do you have our first shows at all?
I
saved
do
on your
not.
hard drive?
I do not.
Okay.
No.
I was just wondering, because that's a lot of video.
There's a lot, and it takes up a lot of space when it comes to that video.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I was not able to hold on to it. So
That's all right. I'm just
Yeah.
glad they're no longer around for people to see.
it wasn't that bad. Come on, Alan John.
No,
it wasn't
it
that
wasn't.
bad.
No, it wasn't. You know what's funny? I have to go in the Wayback Machine on Google and see if there are actually fragments of that video left in the Ethernet, in the internet somewhere. I say Ethernet because I don't know if it actually exists anymore. But yeah, so we're gonna have a fun show tonight, and like I said, pay. Just help us out. Click on our sponsor, magicaljourneysvacations.com. Have Kristen book your trip. Also, Halloween Express, Amazon, Fandango, all those things we have going on there. Fandango, buy your tickets for those great movies coming your way. It's a great way to help the show. It costs nothing more. You just help pay for this .com. So let's go ahead, Jeff, and kick off our top 5 Disney videos of the week.
Our number 5 video comes from one of our favorite creators of the Marvel world, Mr. Stan Lee. How he thinks Star Wars should have ended.
Stan's Rants. So many unforgettable cameos. I have become an expert at all kinds of movies. One thing, though, that bothers me, so many of the endings of famous movies are wrong. Let me give you an example.
Love Stan.
I know, right?
He's like the coolest grandfather ever.
Use the Force.
Use the Force, Luke.
Here's the target. No need for all that faster-than-sound flying through the tunnel. I'll do it the easy way.
Notice the backpack.
I saw that, yeah.
Boba Fett's backpack up there.
Well, he's the only one that has a backpack that works.
That's true.
Better luck next time.
Stan Lee, that is.
Yeah. It's kind of like a combination of the colors there of like Iron Man on his suit, is what it looked like.
A little bit.
Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
It is good stuff. You should see the rest of those videos he did.
Yeah.
He did like one for Inception, and he did one for, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember what else he did. Another Star Wars movie too, I think.
There's been quite a few. I think he did one. I can't remember the name of it all of a sudden. It's eluding me.
Stan's Rants are epic. So if you need to check out, you need to check out World of Heroes, Stan Lee's World of Heroes on YouTube. So thank you, Stan.
Stan the man.
Stan.
Excelsior!
Oh my gosh. Nerd alert!
That was
Jinx,
brilliant.
you owe me a soda. That's my best Dr. Doofenshmirtz voice. I'm sorry.
Very good.
That was like the ultimate nerd moment between the two of you. Seriously. Oh my god.
I can just see this now. This is going to get cut out, and it's going to go viral. And it's going to be like almost our tag sound effect clip.
That could be trending worldwide. That would be fantastic if it did.
That would be trending worldwide. Hashtag that.
Mm-hmm.
Excelsior Jinx.
Exactly.
Too funny.
You got it.
Just too funny.
Well, our next video, Jeff. This is the music video, right?
Yeah, the Disney Chicks, and there's with a Z on it. You know.
A little known fact. I'm a huge fan. But I'm not. I'm gonna wait until this plays because I shouldn't spoil it for anybody. So yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah.
All right.
You like Disney princesses? Check this out.
Yeah, that's we always like Disney princesses. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and you can even put it somewhere in the middle of that video because the beginning is kind of whatever.
Stupid.
It's a bunch of cross dressers.
It is.
I was about to say Flynn Rider does not look. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly right.
Ariel's hot. Oh my god.
You like Tracy? Tracy, met her a few times.
I'd like to meet her a few times.
This is the hipster
Goodness
Ariel.
gracious.
Yeah, that's a hipster Ariel.
Oh, wish this guy would shut up. Stop talking. I want to see them sing. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Just forward it.
I am. I did it too far. There we go. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really want to sing a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no.
No, she's not attractive at all. Good God. Whew. Golly.
Nice. Yeah, toward the end, it's actually pretty nice. You get to see the mashup of all the songs at the end.
It's an interesting mix. You know, they take stuff from the Spice Girls, who actually had a number 1 hit 17 years ago this week, as a matter of fact.
Wow,
God,
thanks a lot,
thank you
Brian.
for making it.
you want to be my lover.
Jeff is literally gonna 17 years. Holy smokes.
Yeah, it was. It was 1997 is when it was.
Well, that's a little known secret. I am a huge Spice Girls fan, guys.
Really?
Yep.
Have you met the Spice Girls?
I have not met the Spice Girls. I have. When I was doing pop radio, I ended up seeing them live and really had a good time at the show, believe it or not. And yeah, so I got converted. And I was a Spice Girl fan ever since. I really was.
I'm picturing you like jamming out in your car to when what was the name of the song? Two Become One, I think was the name of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember that one?
That was my jam.
That was the jam right there.
Jam. I cranked that up, and then after that, put in the 9 Inch Nails and Van Halen records. Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Rapunzel here is making me sick at my
in
stomach.
the car. Gotcha.
God.
You're not a fan of Rapunzel?
Well, she's just not doing it for me for some reason. I mean, we'll just stop it right there. I mean,
no.
The hair just doesn't
Not
do it
fan.
for me. The hair messes it up for some reason. It's just not.
I have to say though, the
don't know.
Baby Spice Rapunzel thing, I can feel that.
I can kind of see that.
I could go for that. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I mean, yeah, it seems like they all have the proper princess that fits each individual Spice Girl.
True.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can
you've
say
got
that.
Sporty Spice with Mulan. You've got Ginger Spice with Ariel. You've got Rapunzel there with Baby Spice, and what is that? Jasmine as a Victoria, right?
Yeah, that's what it
Victoria
looks
Beckham.
like. Yeah.
Was it Posh Spice? And
Ray
then you've
Ray in the
got,
chat room wants to know which Spice Girl is Aljon. Aljon, what Spice Girl
Oh,
are
damn
you? Which one are
What
you?
Spice Girl am I?
Yeah.
Go take the BuzzFeed quest.
Yeah, I have to take the BuzzFeed quiz. Holy
Yeah.
smokes, dude! Yeah,
And you know what?
Spice
You
Girl
just
I'm.
displayed more knowledge of the Spice Girls than I will ever admit to. Just telling you.
Well, there. Hey, pop culture, man.
I know.
There
Yeah.
are things
I know.
that inherently, when you work in Jeff, did you work? You worked in Top 40, or was it country?
I worked in Top 40, classic and country. Yeah.
Okay, so you and I both worked. I didn't work country. I worked alternative, AOR rock, pop, Top 40.
Mm-hmm.
The classic rock stuff. But so I never did country. But when you do these things, when you're on the air, you kind of have to know a little bit about these bands that you're playing, and that was in the era that we were on the air.
Oh,
But see, well,
I don't argue the necessity of it.
Oh no! That
I'm just not admitting to knowing that much about it now.
Well, I mean, here's the difference between when Aljon and I did it and how they do it now.
Hey, by the way,
Nowadays,
are we offline?
no, we shouldn't be. No, we're running.
Are we offline?
We're good.
We're offline. I think we're offline. By golly.
We're still recording. The show's still going.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay in your doom buggies. The ride will start moving momentarily.
There you go. Strange.
But no, the difference between when you and I did it and how they do it now, back then we had to actually listen to the music. We had to actually read about the bands and, look in magazines and all this other stuff. Nowadays, all they have to do is just bring up one website and you've got content for hours.
Oh,
You've got an entire show on one page, whether it be a
absolutely.
blog or, TMZ or anything else. I mean, they got it easy these days. But
Yeah, they really do. I mean, we used to have books and books of like the top 40 hits and the rock and roll encyclopedias, and we would read up on that stuff all the time. And I still have those books, and it's some of my favorite books that I own because I just love that information. How many hits did this one band have, and how many of it broke the top 40, and all that other jazz. So yeah, but yeah, the Spice Girls. Okay, I'm down with that.
you're down with that? You're good?
I'm down. I'm
The
good.
Spice Disney Girls? Or
I did the Spice Girls. I'm down with
Girl.
I'm down with En Vogue. Who else was I down with?
In Vogue.
I was down. I was down with the Backstreet Boys. I was down with that. Played some Backstreet Boys up in there. Yeah,
I was in country during that time, thank God.
so you were playing Shania Twain and
I was in the early Toby Keith days, the Shania, the Garth,
that was good.
Diamond Rio, stuff like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Diamond Rio. That was a good band.
As Master Gracie calls them, the Backdoor Boys.
The Backdoor Boys. Okay.
So,
yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, I did not do the Spice Girls, Bubba. And the chat roll is going on right now, and he's like, "Did you just do the Spice Girls?" No.
I guess the show's back up and running then.
Here we are.
Yes, the show is back up.
There we
and
go.
running.
That's our indication that we're back on live. So,
We are back live. Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
For
Well,
for those watching the YouTube channel, though, we were still going the whole time. So yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Plug YouTube, but there we
Oh,
go.
thanks a lot, Lancelot, in the chat room. No. All right. Hey, listen, man. I have a pretty nice career in music. I don't get a chance to talk about it all that much, but I had some fun rocking and rolling with some bands back in the day. Played with Better Than Ezra and Seven Dust and Eve Six. Of course, there are a bunch of '90s bands.
No, but I mean, you still do pretty well right now, though. I mean, with working with Gibson and everything, you do okay. Yeah, you're still rocking.
Right.
You're still rocking, man.
Right. Yeah, we still rock. We're still playing rock. Still rocking.
You are getting old, they're getting old, so it's
Thanks for the
okay.
reminder.
It's all right, But that's all right, because Aljon, all the hussies, they still love you when you play the guitar.
All
man.
the hussies. Oh my god.
They still love you. So
all the hussies.
they start drooling when Aljon starts using the guitar. He get them fingers going. Oh, hussies
Yeah,
go
I
crazy
guess.
over it. Oh my god.
That'd be
Dude,
nice.
you ought to be doing the sexy voice when you say that.
Wait. Hey, Jeff.
No.
People can call the number to interact with the band, to interact with us. What would that number be, Jeff? What's that number?
That number is 1-800-50-GIRLS.
Man. No, for everyone watching, just remember the WDW After Dark hotline is 410-98-WDW-AD. Damn it. That's what it is. So,
That's what the D in
yeah,
WDW
that's what the D stands for.
That's what
Damn
the D is.
Damn. It'll sound like Ron Simmons on WWE. Damn.
Try that D. All right, so anyway.
So, wow, this has been interesting commentary so far. We're only on video number 3, for heaven's sake.
Yeah, I was about to say, weren't we supposed to be watching videos at some point?
Yes.
We are watching videos.
Wow,
We got done with that one, though.
Welcome to the tangent, everyone.
You notice it's different when Kristen's not here.
Yeah, well, not that different. Not that different.
It's a little different. Just a little bit. All right, so
Right.
what's the next one, Aljon? What do we got?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. This next video, this one. Oh, hold on a second. This video happened to deal with something that our chat roll bud, our correspondent, Big Bubba B, happened to ride like 50 times the other day when it opened.
He is a trooper, no doubt.
He is a trooper, and
Yeah.
he didn't puke. He didn't puke.
It's only
And there's a
not
bunch
that
of
bad.
enhancements made to the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at Disneyland. It just reopened, and wow, isn't this
Wow.
fun? So this video comes to us via our friend there inside the Magic, Mr. Ricky Brigante. So you can check out this point of view video.
a super duper dude himself.
I dig it, man. Ricky's great. He's a nice guy.
He is.
So, and he's just as big of a Disney geek, in fact, more than most. So I can appreciate that.
We're
So
rolling.
check out this
Going.
video.
It's like really dark right now. Okay. I see flying
To the
bats.
right.
Flying bats. Oh, we're going up the hill. Everybody
Opening
put your
of
hands up.
Scooby-Doo.
Everybody put your hands up. We're going up the hill. I'm putting my hands up.
Put your hands up.
Wave your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Oh, I'm sorry. This is like, Big Thunder Mountain, so we should be doing a different way. Ah, wave your hands in the air and just wave them like you just don't care.
We're going down the hill. Here we go.
Because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Oh, man. Oh, boom. So far, so good. Looks nice.
It is. Bub has mentioned that it's actually a nice, smooth track. And that's good. down with the smooth
It's
track.
looking smooth. It really is.
Yeah.
Either that or Ricky has a really steady hand.
Ricky's got one of those little steady cam mounts, apparently.
He has to for it to look that good. I mean, my gosh.
Steady cam mount.
Steady cam. And it's put on his chest probably. It's like a
Maybe
chest
he's got
piece.
a GoPro.
He puts right here. It's like right there. I want to get one of those this year for Christmas.
A GoPro?
Yeah, I want a GoPro badly.
Or a steady cam mount.
No,
Yeah.
I want the GoPro first, then get the Steadicam mount. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah, really, I'm down with Big Thunder Mountain. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
But-
I was a little disappointed when Disney seemed to be in their big let's make movies based off of attractions kick,
Mm-hmm.
that they didn't make one on this.
Oh,
But then, once I saw like the trailers to the Country Bears,
oh,
and I watched all the way through Haunted Mansion, I'm kind of like, thank you God for not letting them do this.
see, now you're watching the footage of these epic effects.
Yeah, those last parts in the final
So,
one that goes up.
Yes.
That's just really cool. Yeah.
I mean, how cool is that when you get to see the mine just start blowing up and the smoke and the lights, and that's just cool as
See,
hell.
again, and I've said this once, and I'll say, Disneyland gets the good shit. They get the good shit, and I don't understand it. It's you guys are so lucky out there, you know.
Yeah.
Not only do they get to rub elbows with the stars out there in California, but you know, Disneyland gets
Well-
the good stuff.
Well, you know, the reason they get the good stuff is because they know if they don't have the good stuff out there, people ain't going to show up.
That's true.
In Orlando, they know they could put they could put a pile of dog poo and just form it into the shape of a Mickey head, and they're going to have people coming.
Yeah. Well, how about this?
Dog
gents?
poo Mickey head.
Think about this. We're only weeks away from the Mine Coaster, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, from opening in New Fantasyland. So, suffice it to say that some of this technology may be integrated into that ride.
Yeah, because
That's true.
you got to be honest. The only footage that we have really seen so far is I mean, the ride's being tested, but the full effects, everything going on inside the attraction are not running right now. So you're only getting a real feel for just, you know, how the track runs left and right, you know, how the cars actually move on the track, and, you know, that new ride system that they invented by the Imagineers. We haven't seen the full effects of the entire attraction, so maybe we'll have stuff like that. Maybe we'll have the cool
I'm
shit
hoping
for
this
once,
weekend.
you know? I mean, my God.
Well, if they do open it for a soft opening, I hope to actually be there for it this weekend when I'm working over there. So I'll let you know for sure.
You have to tell us. You have to tell me. You have to take video.
Well, let's see. Big Bubba B has mentioned that it broke down 3 times yesterday.
Seriously?
This is like test track.
And that Joey Lawrence, whoa, was there yesterday too.
Whoa. Oh, God. Whoa.
Listen, Joey, Longo Fit.
Oh, my God. It's Joey. Oh, he's so wonderful.
Phyllis, you're back.
Phyllis.
I'm not back. I'm just listening.
She called the number, our Google number.
Well, who
What
do you
is
think?
that
Who do you
number, by
think
the way?
answers when you call 1-850-GIRLS? Who do you think answers? It's me.
Oh God, that's crazy.
Anyway.
410-98-WDW-AD. Damn it!
Damn it.
Try it.
Try it. Phyllis
Try
says try it.
So, in the epic red carpet footage that we've got this week, we do have one of 2 videos, and this is some rare behind-the-scenes stuff that I was able to get. And of course, we're going to be I guess we were talking about it, or we will be talking about it on Tiki Room next week, and on this Saturday night's Mighty Marvel Geek show on Sorcerer Radio. But here's it. Yeah, we'll be this. So this is footage from the El Capitan Theater for Muppets Most Wanted on Tuesday. World premiere happened and you can see some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that went on. Of course, the Toyota Highlander that the Muppets have been pimping out recently. And of course, a ton of stars there for the premiere. And I tell you what, man, this Muppet movie looks pretty damn good.
Ah, looks wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you, Animal. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
No,
Now,
we're
you know
really
what-
hoping to get a really nice opening weekend.
Yeah. Open. Open. Open.
Oh my god, that's great. You know what? It trips me out though. Did you see Scooter and them roll up in the Highlander?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was neat.
Guess who was driving? It was Ralph the dog driving.
I saw that later on in the footage.
What's
It's
up with that,
you know they're doing that stuff remote control, and that's so neat how they do it. I think that's really cool.
I think it's cool as hell, man.
It
Look
is.
at that. I mean,
There he is, right there.
Ralph.
There he is. I'm gonna freeze it
about
right
it,
there.
though.
I'm gonna freeze it.
Think about it. How cool
Yes.
would this be for like parade technology in the parks?
Oh man, are you
Why
kidding?
the hell not?
Why don't we
the
see?
hell
I have a question. All right, this is a legitimate question.
Yes.
Why don't
Okay.
we see more of the Muppets in parades at whether it be Disneyland or Walt Disney World? I think we should be seeing more of them. I mean, they are Jim Henson's creations, yes, but they are now Disney characters. Why don't we see more of them? It's just
I think part of the reason is Disney just didn't know what to do with them.
they figured it out now.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that there should always be room for Muppeteers in the Disney parks. Always. Always. I think some of the best stuff they did with Disney, the Disney Junior show
Yeah.
was like that. Some of the stuff they used to do with the Muppets and the marionettes and the people in the costumes and stuff. And, of course, Muppet Vision.
Right.
They just need to have more people in those costumes and then people doing the Muppeteer thing. They just need to do it.
Now, in the chat room, we have Easy E-Ray asking, whatever happened to that roaming Muppets animatronic with Munson and Beaker?
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what happened to that. Do you know what happened to that? Eric,
No,
you want to spill the
please
beans
tell
on
me.
that? Oh, well, that animatronic was very difficult and expensive to maintain. And that's usually what happens because they're so fragile that, unlike the Ratatouille living character initiative that went on at Le Chefs de France for many, many years, that was pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Condensed into one box, But when you have a lot of moving parts where there was actually, kind of like the dinosaur that was in Animal Kingdom,
Dinosaur.
Lucky the Dinosaur, and especially with the Muppets, they had a hard time, keeping that animatronic working properly.
I figured it was some BS thing like, why they get rid of, Push the Talking Trash Can. It was a contract thing, with the people that were working it or something. It wasn't anything like that, though. So
No, not at all. I mean, it takes them a lot of stuff, a lot of time and, of course, money to develop. And when they put it into the park, and that's when they really have real life situations happen, everyday wear and tear. And they're like, I guess, maybe not so much. We have to find a better way to refine this technology.
sure, yeah.
And that's what I understand. Now, of course, I'm probably an insider like Ricky Briganti would know more regarding that, but that's why those animatronics only come out during D23 conventions, because they're just so finicky. The technology is not to the level where they can depend on it every day.
Yeah.
As you know, even the animatronics break down, and even the ones that have been there since, like Mr. Lincoln, for example, had been around and break down frequently.
Well,
So-
good grief. When's Obama going to break down so I don't have to watch that crap anymore?
Oh.
I'd be happy about that. Just saying.
So what you're telling me is that the reason that you don't see it anymore is because it wasn't built for tough.
It wasn't, when they went down.
That's good. That's good. I like that. Yeah.
All right, that's good. Thanks, Eric.
Nice plug.
Nice.
Ford, send a check to us if you don't mind. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, maybe if Toyota built it.
Should have been Toyota. Damn it.
We should be saying Honda. We both drive Civics, man.
I know, Honda, right?
I drive a Ford.
yeah.
I drive a
Asimo.
Ford.
Oh, there you go. So
Asimo. Hey, there you go. I tell you what, Tina Fey was looking pretty good on
Tina
that red carpet
Fey
dress.
is looking
Tina Fey looks good
so
on TV.
hot. God. Oh, man. Hard to
Yeah,
believe
Tina
she's
Fey.
just an SNL girl, or was just an SNL girl. I mean,
No, she was more than that.
she's a lot more than that. Goodness.
Once again, people in the chat room, what's going on? I'm glad that you're hanging out with us tonight. Tell your friends. Ricky Gervais, he is one funny guy. Why can't Ricky Gervais host for, what's his face over there? Piers Morgan over at CNN. What a douche.
Yeah, don't worry about it because,
well,
you know.
I hear that job's coming up before too long.
I was about to say, Pierce Morgan is leaving CNN, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's all
There
good.
you go.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
now the number one video of the week. Oh, and by the way, Disney's Muppets Most Wanted in theaters soon. It's going to be killer. You want to click that Fandango link. Cha-ching. Guys, what do you think about the Muppet movie that's coming out?
The Muppets, the last one?
Well, about the one that's coming out now. You've seen the trailers, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer.
Yeah, I've seen the
hard to-
trailers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you a fan of the Muppets, Jeff?
I am a big fan of the Muppets. I love the Muppets. I'm a big fan of Jim Henson, period. Fraggle Rock and everything, but I don't know. The first one just didn't really blow me away.
Oh, I liked it.
I liked it, but I wasn't at the wow factor. Oh my God, it's just I have to get this on Blu-ray. There were some good points. There were some really low points I could have done without. So I'm a little sketchy on this next movie. I'm still going to go see it, hands down. I'll see the movie, but we'll see. I don't know.
I liked the Muppets. Well, I love the Muppets. I remember watching the original Muppet Show when it came on television every week.
Yes.
That's one of the few TV shows growing up that I would watch religiously, and I would actually get upset if I had to miss it, because this was back in the day before VCR. This is back in the day before DVR, on demand, Netflix, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it was one of those. If you missed it, you really were hosed. So, and then the Muppet movie came out. The Muppet movie is still one of my favorite movies of all time.
It really is.
Because
Yeah, the
they
original.
didn't take
Yeah.
themselves seriously.
No.
It was one
they
of the most
didn't.
brilliant films that had
Yes.
been put out, because not just technologically, but just in terms of story and character depth and just good old fashioned fun. It's something you don't
Yeah.
see in films anymore, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they kind of got away from that.
Yeah.
I mean, Great Muppet Caper was good. It wasn't as good as Muppet Movie.
No, that was
And the
hard
other
one to
ones
beat.
after that just kind of went downhill.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of get the feeling they was just kind of going through the motions.
Yeah.
Now, the Muppets, it was good. It was a good reboot, refresh of the system. But it still wasn't near as good as the Muppet Movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm kind of...
Yeah.
I'm not super excited for Muppets Most Wanted, but I am looking forward to it.
It seems to me that they tried to take things from the Great Muppet Caper, maybe, and try to, which, by the way, was a good film, not the Muppet movie, but like you said, Eric, and Muppets from Space was okay.
Okay.
But I tell you, Muppet Christmas Carol is pretty damn awesome.
That's a pretty good one.
Okay,
Yeah, that I did
yes,
enjoy.
That
yeah.
was the highest point of the Muppets.
It's like the exception,
after the
right?
Muppet movie.
Yeah, it was the exception
It
to
was the
everything
exception,
else.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Muppet Treasure Island, okay. It's okay.
Some of the
best
stuff
part of
was
Muppet Treasure
really
Island was
corny,
Jim
though.
Carrey.
It was bad
Oh,
corny
yeah.
in some spots. It's just
The point is that when you write a Muppets anything, whether it's Muppets Tonight or the Muppet Show or the Muppet Movie, you have to treat the Muppets as actual characters. You cannot write them as the damn Muppets, because that's a problem I think that a lot of people have when it comes to the Muppets. They are not Muppets. They're supposed to be people. They're people. They are people living in our world that happen to have people like Mark Hamill and freaking Stevie Wonder, and people show up on the show, and they're just average, just regular people. They're working class. They are artists. They are in a rock band, whatever the hell they are. And you write that humor. The humor comes from the situation, just like a situation comedy. If you have a good situation comedy, whether it's like The Big Bang Theory or The Cosby Show, I don't care what it is, you write for those people, and the situation will dictate how funny that is, right, Eric?
Yeah, I mean, the original Muppet Show was a sitcom.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it was billed as a comedy variety show, but it was a situation comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing with when it comes to the actual Muppet Show itself. To me, the Muppet Show, that was when those characters and everything involved in it, that was their prime, okay? That's when they were their most popular. They had a huge fan base, probably even bigger than it is today. And if Jim Henson were still alive and he had started that show around this time, these movies would be 10 times bigger than what they are right now. And more people would be talking about them because the show would be something recognizable with kids. A lot of kids today don't realize really who the Muppets are. Majority of these people that are going to be going to see these movies are people like you and me who grew up with the Muppets, who spent those times with the Muppets, who had the original shows and everything else. And they're just not in their prime anymore. So
now, you see, now things are starting to change. You've got the Muppet viral videos. You have them with a presence on Disney Channel. And, once again, the Muppet films.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that things are changing and moving toward their favor. And I think and I hope that by having some great merchandise and opportunities on the Disney Channel, that it'll just fuel generation after generation of new Muppet fans to keep doing that. And of course, I think that people like Jason Segel, who did the original, or who did the reboot last year or 2 years ago of the Muppets, if people care about the characters that know how to write about them, just go ahead and let them do it, because you have to have fans of those particular things, I think, with an understanding of those characters in order for them to, make them prominent again. Some corporate machine may not understand necessarily how to deal with the Muppets, but if you leave it in the hands of fans that are masters of their craft, I believe they'll be okay.
Yeah.
Just like Star Wars or Marvel, for that matter.
Yeah.
So I know that's a lot of discussion, isn't it?
It's a lot of discussion just on the Muppets, for crying out loud. It's not like the Muppets are going to die, okay? The Muppets will always be around. They just need another kickstart. I think they need a new show. I think they should bring them back.
Well, here's what happens, Jeff.
That's to me.
If we have people vote with their wallets, Disney will act accordingly. So if we want the Muppets to continue to be vibrant and be contributing members of Disney, right? Then we will have to go see this movie and support it and buy the Blu-ray when it comes out, because then they'll say, oh, well, damn, we need to get a better writer. We need to get a bigger budget. We need to, people love the damn Muppets. Great. They're showing it by buying the merchandise at our Disney stores. They're going to Muppet Vision. They're buying all the Kermit stuff. So ultimately, that's how the film's going to be judged. If people don't, and look, you have pretty damn good stars in this movie. You've got Ricky Gervais, you've got Tina Fey in it. These are not, people to laugh at. I mean, these are hardcore, great actors.
Yes, they are.
So,
yeah, I agree.
So ultimately, we will vote with our wallets if the Muppets will stay or if they'll just fade into obscurity.
And that's a good segue into our next video, because the response that this company got off this next movie and this next red carpet that we're going to look at led to a spinoff of a series on ABC, a regular weekly show that has become absolutely and just completely and totally popular. And thank God for Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because, gosh, I don't think I can live without it. And
I think it's killer. You
Yeah.
know? And a lot
It's
of people,
definitely gotten better in the last few weeks.
yeah, it has,
absolutely.
yeah.
you know, and the Olympics have taken a little steam from those shows, but I think that's a common thing for everybody. But we have here special exclusive footage here backstage at the red carpet event for Captain America: The Winter Soldier that took place on Thursday. And I just uploaded this video, and hopefully we'll be covering some more red carpets in the future. So here they are at the El Capitan Theater, the Disney Theater there in
I've been
Hollywood. Pretty nice.
It's a beautiful theater.
Yeah. Now Bubba's been there. We were able to send Bubba for the Beauty and the Beast premiere, the redo for that, and he had a great time there. So of course the red carpet. A bunch of people from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. were there. In fact, I believe the entire cast was there. You had of course, the cast of the film. Samuel L. Jackson was there. Nick Fury, Chris Evans, who plays Captain America, Anthony Mackie, the Falcon, Sebastian Stan, of course, from Once Upon a Time, who played the Mad Hatter, also playing the Winter Soldier. Sebastian Stan, one of my favorite actors. Emily Van Camp there,
Right.
Colby Smulders from How I Met Your Mother, of course, back as Maria Hill, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Tons of people there, as well as Kevin Feige, the producer of the film for Marvel Studios. Stan Lee, of course, was there. Excelsior! I think that we have to do that every time.
We will never, ever do that together again.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
That's just one of those. You're just going to have to, if you missed it, folks, like some of you latecomers into the chat room, you're just going to have to wait till it's up on YouTube or in the live stream archive just to watch it, because it's one of those things, 1 in 1,000 show moment.
Yeah, that's
It's going to go viral. We know.
And by the way, if you lost the video feed, please refresh the page, because I believe that some of you lost the feed. I know I just lost it. But
Yeah, I just lost it.
But once again, you know, The Winter Soldier coming out April 4th. We had the cast, of course, of the film. Also, the cast of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on ABC. Chloe Bennett was there, and Jamie Alexander from Thor was there, who played Sif in this last week's episode. Seth Green was there. Claire Grant from Star Wars was there. Oh, man. Brett Dalton from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was there.
Scarlett Johansson was there.
Oh, God, Scarlett Johansson. Hell yeah.
Oh, God. Oh.
Hell yeah.
Is she not a dream? Oh, man.
Yeah,
And-
right
and-
now my feed is still dead.
And
to the
pregnant,
world.
too, from what I understand. She's expecting her first child.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So, yeah, now, the press screening, I believe, was also earlier in the week. And, wow, critics have just been going on and on about how badass this film is. And they've been taking it to Twitter and saying, man, this is awesome. I can't say, you know, how awesome this film is. It could possibly be the best Marvel film ever.
Wow. No kidding.
Now, yeah.
Now-
And, go ahead, Eric.
Now, see, that does not surprise me, because, in my opinion, of the Phase 1 movies leading up to Avengers,
Mm-hmm.
Captain America was the one I enjoyed the most.
Ah, okay.
I mean, Thor was good. I admit I was never a Thor fan before the movie.
Yeah.
Just because he sounded like, Shakespeare on acid. But Thor movie got me liking Thor.
Yeah.
So it was a success on that level. But Captain America: The First Avenger, to me, was the ultimate superhero movie.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Barely even better than the first Iron Man.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to go there.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
That's good.
Because that was just because it has such a flavor to it. It didn't seem dated because it was a period. It was a costume drama.
Mm-hmm.
Because it took place in the past already.
By the way,
you could watch this 50 years from now, and it's still feel right.
Yeah. By the way, did you see there Phil Coulson there with Jennifer Grey?
Yeah, I did see that. Who is? I'm trying to figure out who this Asian girl is right here. Yes,
I think she's going to be starring. She's a new star in Ultron, in the Avengers 2.
Okay.
She's not the Wasp, is she?
No.
Well,
they won't say. Actually, they just had a casting announcement that I believe this young lady is a famous Korean actress. I'm sorry, the name escapes me now, but
well, she's gorgeous. I'll say that.
Yeah,
I mean, she's very pretty.
She might be playing. She very well may be the Wasp. You never know.
The Scarlet Witch, maybe. I don't know.
Or no, I don't think it's Scarlet Witch. You
don't think?
That. No. So. But yeah, I see what you're saying, Eric. And it's funny because I'm a huge Iron Man fan. He was my favorite comic book character in the Marvel Universe, hands down, when I was growing up. And while everybody was, checking out Spider-Man comics or Batman comics or whatever, I was the guy that had all the Iron Man books. And when it came to the Captain America film, I had good expectations, but something about Captain America was like, I think Thor is going to be a better film, and I definitely love The Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton at the time. I thought that was, a fun.
I'm not saying any of the movies sucked, Mike.
Right.
They were crap. That's terrible. Yeah.
No, but I didn't. But what I was trying to get to is the fact that I didn't have my expectations for Captain America were great, but. Wow, was I blown away. So now that turned me into a Cap fan.
Sure, yeah.
I was not a Cap fan going into the movie, but I was leaving the movie. Just like you were blown away by Thor, or not necessarily blown away, but now you're a Thor fan.
I was energized.
You're energized, yes. I think that's going to be a good film. And wow, and it's always fun to see the stars out there. What you saw on the film was people like Chris Evans and Samuel L. Jackson that were gracious to fans, signing autographs, knowing what their role was, and knowing how finicky the comic book geek world is and how beloved these characters are. Understanding it, acknowledging it, and treating fans the right way. Shaking their hand, signing autographs, doing whatever it takes.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
And that's great. And the paparazzi, man, I tell you, I don't know if you could hear the audio, but they were like, "Turn around, look over here," they're just yelling at him, and that's frustrating.
Yeah,
it happens to me every time I walk out the door,
Of course it does.
But anyway, yeah. And by the way, Scarlett Johansson, I hear, may be pregnant.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Good on her.
Lucky guy. Jeez.
Yeah, lucky dude.
Man. Oh.
I felt jealous of Gordon Levitt when he was in that movie with her. That was pretty good.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, Scarlett Johansson. That's not bad. Not one bit.
Not a bad catch.
Yeah. So, what do you think in the chat? Feel free to let us know. I am looking forward to Captain America: The Winter Soldier coming out on the 14th of next month. Just a month away.
Call us.
I think there are some pretty delusional people in the chat room. I'm telling you.
I think so.
If they're delusional, they should call us and tell us how delusional they are.
They
don't need to call us.
No.
We can see it right here.
Yes, but hearing their delusion would be even more interesting, I would think.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
Just saying, anything.
But, okay, guys, let's see if we can set you up with Maury Povich. You go on the show and he says,
Ooh.
"Bubba, you are not the father."
Not the daddy. Not the mama. Not the daddy.
Oh my God. Jeez.
Oh, that
go.
just took you back. Not the mama.
Exactly.
Not the mama.
Hey, look, we're all about Disney up in here. Might as well throw some dinosaur action in there. So,
I'm the baby. God love me.
So thanks again for watching the show, WDWAfterDark.com, and of course on live stream. You can also check out our archives of shows there on live stream as well. And we're moving into the news, Disney headline news, and we have a ton of news. Jeff, you happen to have a stack of stories ready to unload right now.
Yes, I am going. I am going to unload, as you may put it.
Unload your stack.
Oh boy, this should be interesting while I'm unloading the news. Okay, so your key word, Al John, that was all you. Thank you.
4, 3, 2, unload.
All right. Oh, I don't know who else may have seen video or actually got to see it on hand, live. But the new Disney Festival of Fantasy Parade debuted at the Magic Kingdom back on Sunday. And they had 7, and I do mean massive, floats. Nearly 100 costume performers coming to... Al John's picking out keywords tonight for some reason. But all of this, of course, happening on Main Street, USA. You will not deter me. It was the first, first truly new parade since back in 2001 in the Magic Kingdom. That's the last time we had an actually truly new parade. It replaced the celebrated Dream Come True Parade, which was the third version of the Share a Dream Come True Parade introduced back in 2001 for the park's anniversary. Now, the big highlight of this parade is the Sleeping Beauty float, and it features a steampunk-inspired 53-foot-long Maleficent dragon created in partnership with Tony Award-winning puppet designer Michael Curry.
Hello, Tony.
Right? This thing is like 26 feet tall, and it breathes fire as it's going down Main Street. It's just that dragon looks absolutely fantastic, and
yes,
or don't you mean Phantasmic?
Phantasmic, yes. And it's in this this like epic battle with Prince Philip, and also Flora and Fauna and Merryweather. Those characters from the Sleeping Beauty. Definitely the big focal point of the parade, in my opinion. But also some other Disney characters involved as well that return. But there are some new additions with floats dedicated to Tangled, Brave, also Anna and Elsa from Frozen, which a lot of people were happy to see an addition so quickly from a movie that was so popular on the Princess Garden float, as do Tiana and Naveen from The Princess and the Frog as well. Even the appearance by Tinkerbell is presented in a new way. I mean, how many different ways can you present Tinkerbell? But, it was done new and very well as well on the Peter Pan unit. That is glittering, sight to behold, I guess you could say. So,
Whoa! It's so wonderful.
Yeah, check out that glittering unit while you're watching the parade.
We've gone from glittering unit to unload your stack.
The news is always so much fun on After Dark.
Impressive.
Try
Most
it.
Impressive. Try it.
But the Disney Festival Fantasy Parade is currently presented once a day, and access to a reserved viewing area is available via your FastPass Plus system, which I'm sure most people are so excited about, other than us here. So, what'd you guys think of the parade, aside from everything I just went over?
Dude, I'm down with the parade. I think it's great.
Yes. I think more parades should have open fire. I think they should. They just be more exciting that way,
More fire-breathing floats from Eric Allen.
Yes.
Okay.
I think there needs to be more fire.
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 Yes. I want there to be so much freaking fire on these floats that you can just stand out there with a Casey's hot dog wiener on a stick.
Whoosh.
Yeah. Yeah. We need the Hades float from Hercules. I mean,
Oh,
perfect.
that's a good one.
It's perfect. I'm telling you.
Oh, dude, Hercules is such an underrated movie. But
Yes,
I digress.
It is.
I digress.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm down with Hades, man. I think that would be one of the best cosplay outfits out there. If I were to get the Hades robe and have this glowing blue light and have my hair on fire, kind of like Ghost
Michael
Rider.
Jackson?
Oh, that too.
Sorry.
A glowing, fiery unit walking around cosplay.
Nope, Jeff is getting derezzed, everyone.
I'm not derezzed. You're not derezzed. I don't know why I am. I'm still here.
There you are.
It must have been derezzed on your end because I was not. I mean,
dude, you were sounding like Charlie Brown's teacher there for a minute.
That's right.
That's how I talk when I meet a new girl. That way I don't screw it up. Anyway.
I thought it was just the pork rinds.
Oh, it probably was.
All right.
So, this is some good news, actually, for those who have family members who have disabilities. When Disney introduced its new Disabilities Access Service program back in late 2013, the company said it was working on a guide to help visitors with cognitive disabilities plan their visits. Now that guide is available, and it provides a wealth of information, everything from how to prepare a family member for a trip to Walt Disney World to resources for visitors with special dietary needs. There's a lot of information on this. Now, for many parents, one of the most helpful parts of this guide is the detailed information that you get with the attractions, the rides, the entertainment options for each park. And they break it down into some really good detail, listing the sensory elements like strong scents, loud noises, sudden motions, water effects, some stuff that may startle certain visitors, visiting Walt Disney World. The chart also
keep them out of Stitch's Great Escape then if they don't like scents.
Yeah, that's okay.
My chili dog.
Also, something really important when it comes to visitors with special needs. The chart also details the type of restraint used on each ride and how long the experience lasts, because that can be a problem for some people with certain disabilities. So it's real good that Disney's putting this out. Additional sections provide advice on where to find quiet places in the parks, as well as some of the stuff that you can bring, including photos to help prepare a family member to ride the trams when they're going from the parking lot to the actual park, and also when they go through something like baggage check before entering the park. These little things that you and I may not think of as we go through the process of going to a Disney park. These families really need to plan out. So you can obtain, if you need one, the guide over at City Hall in the Magic Kingdom. You can go to Guest Relations in any theme park from the Guest Relations office in downtown Disney. Or what also you can do is you can download it as an online PDF to read before your visit. The new guide is a companion to the existing guidebooks for guests with disabilities that also goes with it, which are available at the theme parks or can be downloaded from the Walt Disney World website. So Disney making it a lot easier for those with special needs to experience the Disney theme parks and have a fantastic vacation with the rest of their families. So
my hat's off to them. That's good.
They've really put a lot of time and effort into making their experiences as enjoyable as possible. Sometimes it can't do everything, and I think that's why they've listed so many details where they can avoid certain areas of the park, avoid certain parades or maybe attractions, and just other little things, like I said before, that we don't think about on a daily basis when we visit the Walt Disney World Resort. So definitely check that out. Something really interesting that is for everybody. Every single year we have the Disney Marathon weekend. It's full of your hardcore, runners, and it definitely some fitness gurus when it comes to that type of stuff. But this is something that Disney has put together for everywhere, and they're building on the immense popularity of the Run Disney endurance events. So last week they announced a brand new Disney Fit Challenge. This is real interesting. It's billed as a 3-day competitive fitness event. Now, when you hear something like that, you're thinking, oh, it's like an Ironman competition or something. In a way, it is. Now, there's not many details that were provided when the initial announcement was made, but it is going to be scheduled for September 26th through the 28th this year, and Disney has done this. They have promised that athletes of all levels can compete against others similar age and also similar skill level, giving everyone from recreational to elite athletes a challenge, really, to suit their level and give them a chance to compete and have a good time. The points will be earned in the first 2 days of competition, and will determine which finalists advance to compete in the finals on day 3. So registration is going to be opening for this event on Tuesday, March the 18th. Pricing, they haven't released that yet, so you may want to wait for a few more details, but you don't want to wait too long before it gets sold out completely. But Disney and their Run Disney, type of events that are going on, and now this Disney Fit Challenge, definitely want to get people off the couch, away from the TV and the video games, and get out and enjoy, get a little exercise other than just walking around the theme parks while you're at Walt Disney World. So, could be something interesting. Will I be doing it? Probably not. I'll sit my ass right here and read about what you guys do.
Nice.
So,
I'll be sitting in Club Cool drinking the Beverly.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
Yeah.
That
having pie.
That should be like an event in itself, right there. The Beverly
It should
Drinking Endurance Contest.
We've done that.
We have
Yes.
done that, but I think it should be like an actual, fitness event. Like you need to train for this. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Big Bumba B says, I look exhausted just telling the story. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You're so nice to me. Wow.
It's okay. We're spotting him, Bubba.
Is this another intervention from you, Bubba, or something? What the hell? Okay. Anyway, speaking of fit events, if you did not get off fit events. If you didn't get off your ass and do this before, we told you about it. Well, you're out of luck now, because the 2014 Wine and Dine Half Marathon sold out in just over 24 hours for this year when registration opened last week. Considering that the 2013 event took weeks to sell out. It only took a little over 24 hours this time. But there is still room for Mickey's Jingle Jungle 5K and the Run Disney Kids races as well, if you want to check that out. So take advantage of it.
Try it.
Try it. Yes.
Try it. You'll like it.
Thank you. Try it. Let's see here. What else we got? D23 announced last month, and this is a big event for D23 members, that the Destination D Attraction Rewind event, originally planned for the 26th and 27th of July, has been rescheduled for the November 22nd and 23rd. Disney says the event's going to bring Imagineers, legends, and all kinds of stuff to celebrate fan favorites, such as Adventures Through Inner Space, If You Had Wings. Who remembers If You Had Wings? If You Had Wings.
If You Had Wings.
Yeah. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Also,
Dude,
with
do not talk to me about 20,000 Leagues
why
Under
not?
the Sea.
I mean, why
It's
can't
a
I?
sore. It's a sore
It's
subject.
a sore moment.
Okay, all right. I'll leave that alone.
Okay. It's a missed opportunity that still haunts me after, almost 40 years.
I'm very sorry about that. I apologize.
Yes.
Because I read it and I wrote it many, many times. Many times. And I still remember it like it was yesterday. The fact that I got to write it so many times and hear Captain Nemo talk in my ear so many times.
Dive! Dive! Dive!
Ding, ding, ding.
You're a cruel bastard, Jeff Davis.
This is the love we have.
And the horse you rode in on.
So, but a lot of stuff. Rarely seen concept art when it comes to this thing as well. They'll have some images, vintage video clips. Eric, there you go. Vintage video clips. So you can see stuff from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea other than getting to actually experience it like I did.
Wow.
Yeah. What? Say it. Say it. Go ahead. What? What? Yeah. Uh-huh. That's right. Say it.
I hope karma bites you in the ass like a giant bull with locked jaw. So you know.
That already happened. I've been divorced once. So,
wow.
I don't think you have to worry about that. So,
shame on
Joe, it gets personal.
No.
It gets
Also,
real personal, I'll say.
they'll have some revealing stories at the D23 event as well. In addition, several presentations will be dedicated to the 1964-65 New York's World Fair, which spawned beloved attractions like... What do you think? Name one.
What you said?
Carousel
1964.
of Progress.
Carousel of Progress, and what else?
The People Mover.
It's a Small World as well.
It's a small world. Yes.
Small World.
I still wouldn't want to paint it.
So, some additional details are going to be expected to be released this spring when it comes to the D23 Destination D event. But the whole reasoning for the scheduling, moving the date and everything was because on the original date, Comic-Con San Diego was currently going on at the same time. I don't think you want to compete with Comic-Con San Diego. I mean, it's just it's the mecca of all Comic-Cons, and it's probably a good idea.
Not only that, but I have a feeling they're going to be announcing some stuff there.
You have a feeling? Like what's your feeling going to be? What is it exactly?
That tonight's going to be a good night.
Okay, who did not see that coming? Raise your hand.
Wow. Really?
There you go.
Are you
You're
kidding
welcome.
me? Oh, my God.
You're welcome.
All right.
You're welcome.
Moving on. Away from Al John's.
I'm sorry you're breaking up on me, Jeff.
I'm breaking up? Yeah, right.
No, we really are. I
I
can't
am.
hardly hear you.
Oh, they
What we
can.
got?
Okay.
I can't hear you.
All right. Finally, you can still enter to win a trip to both Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resort in the Disney side of summer sweepstakes. Enter via Twitter once per day now through March the 31st. Full details and complete rules are on the Disney Parks blog. Headlines from me, done and over with. Thank you very much. Off to Aljon.
All right. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.
So,
right.
once again, a reminder that we have a special that everyone needs to see. It's called Marvel Assembling a Universe. That's going to be happening this Tuesday, the 18th on ABC. You need to see it. Why? Because there's some bonus footage of some upcoming Marvel films, including Marvel's Age of Ultron, Avengers, yes. Avengers 2.
Yes.
But this just for Jeff Davis.
crap.
Actually, and not only that, there's also more footage of Captain America, the Winter Soldier,
Okay.
and Guardians of the Galaxy. But Jeff's favorite film that's coming out in Phase 2, Ant-Man. And this is breaking news, folks.
What?
And let me
It's
say,
so
let me say this.
stupid.
Let me say this. It is awesome.
It is stupid.
I actually had a chance to see the entire show on a press screener,
Oh, God.
and a lot of people had not even written about this. You're the first to know about it. I don't know why people didn't mention it, but hot damn, there's some killer footage from the upcoming Marvel movie slate, including Ant-Man.
Ass
And it
Man.
is
Just
good.
call it Ass Man and get it over with.
Don't knock it till you try it, Jeff Davis.
Ass
I'm
Man.
not saying ass man. I'm just
Marvel's
saying,
Ass Man. See it now in theaters. Get it on Blu-ray.
combo pack. So
The Ass Man combo pack. That's a real good one. I like that.
combo pack. So yes, once again, Marvel Studios will be giving everyone, and this is an opportunity for people that may
So
not
fall
necessarily
asleep in the theater. That's what it's an opportunity to do.
Jeff.
What?
Now don't look.
What?
Even the footage is a little, but the whole thing about assembling a universe and how they put the Marvel Cinematic Universe together, brick by brick, is a very good story to tell. So if you're a fan of the Marvel films, if you're a fan of the comics, or if you're just getting to know some of the people and the films, this would be a good primer for you. So there you have it. Good stuff. By the way,
Maybe I'll watch Lifetime all weekend when that comes out in theaters. I think that would be
Wow, Jeff.
more
Why are you
interesting and more fun,
pussy
probably.
about
Wow. Really?
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm saying it.
Man.
Okay, is there anybody in the chat room who would like to insult Jeff and call him a name? Because, we've already gotten our fill.
Apparently. Hey, whiz. Man. Unbelievable.
I'm sorry.
It's doo-doo on the wood. Doo-doo
I'm
on
sorry
Jeff.
there's not a documentary that says building the DC universe, but it hasn't happened yet. So,
well, they need to hurry up and do it because this Ant-Man crap, I don't know. Stupid.
I'll put it to you like this, Jeff. Here's another story of the week. And I'm just rattling this off from the top of my head.
Oh, boy, this should be interesting.
Okay. Earlier this week, DC had said that they will be releasing Batman vs. Superman, I think it was the first week of May in 2016. And that was original, 2016. And that date was already held by Marvel. And when Kevin Feige was approached and said, hey, by the way, did you hear they're doing this? And I said, well, we already have that date, and we're not budging on that date. And just yesterday they announced that Captain America 3 will be coming out on the same date as Warner Brothers announced that the new Batman vs. Superman film would come out. Now, Warner Brothers decided to change the date of their film not to conflict with Captain America. How about that?
I think that was a very nice gesture.
That?
I think that was a fantastic gesture from DC Comics and from Warner Brothers. I think it's fantastic. What's so wrong with that? Nothing.
Oh, there you go.
Nothing at all.
Oh, no. There is nothing.
No.
But they decided to move the date because Marvel announced Captain America. So, anyway...
Freaking
yeah, this is going to be good. Whatever. Great Gonzo is going to be the Grand Marshal of NASCAR. Yeah, have you ever had that NASCAR problem? Yes.
I use NASCAR every night.
I bet you do, along with that Castrol. Anyway, NASCAR's Auto Club 400.
Jeez.
He's going to be the Grand Marshal. And, of course, giving the command, drivers, start your engines. And that's going to be happening March 23rd. And it's going to be happening at the Auto Club 400, televised live on Fox, by the way. And that's going to be in Los Angeles. That's where the Auto Club Speedway is. It's about 50 miles east of L.A. And Gonzo's going to be doing that, doing the honors. So congratulations,
So I'm wondering if Dave Gales is going to be the one puppeteering Gonzo.
Possibly.
I mean, I don't know. I think I may have. I think you may know this, but I actually got to meet him a few years back at an event at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Oh, cool! What was that?
It was like an annual pass holder only event.
Oh.
Where it was like a Q&A session with him and Gonzo. So we had our picture made with him, with both of them. So
nice.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but I don't think anybody's going to give a rat's ass about Gonzo being the Grand Marshal for the NASCAR race. They're not going to care. Great for the Muppets, great for Gonzo because I love them. I just don't think it's going to go over very well. I don't know.
Doesn't really matter, Jeff, because I think it will. I think it will go over fine. The thing is that every time they have a celebrity guest marshal, it always ends up on everybody's news channel. It always does. You know.
Well, yeah, for promotional sake. Yeah, for promotional sake, yeah. But the fans aren't going to give a shit. They're not going to care.
Well, that's what it's all about.
That's because they don't watch for anything other than Dale Jr. and the Rex. So
there you go. Thank you.
Oh, that's fine. To be honest, I mean, think about when the Muppets invade WWE programming every year.
Half the time, the crowd doesn't care.
Yeah, I mean, I dig it.
I love it. I love it.
The Muppets need to invade WDW after dark.
No kidding. One of these days they would.
That, I think that would be epic.
It would be. It would be.
We need to go get our Muppet clones made over there in New York.
At the Whatnot shop?
At the Whatnot Muppet shop, yeah. Well,
you can do it online. You don't have to go to the shop. You can do it online.
Yeah, but I want to do it in person. There's just
Oh,
something
yeah.
about your own Muppet.
Do it in person. Yeah.
I've always wanted to do it
It
in
just
person.
adds a nice touch to it. You know?
That's right.
Very personal.
That's right.
Encouragement.
I want my own personal Muppet. Okay, so last but not least, Walt Disney World 2014. Join the rebellion for Disney's Hollywood Studios and the Rebel Rendezvous. Yes, there's an opportunity for you to check out the shop before it actually starts. Okay, so here's what's going down. They've got specific merchandise for this rendezvous, very special event that's going on May 16th, 2014 to kick off Star Wars weekends. And it says, quote from Disney Design Group artist and Sorcerer Radio guest Tyler Dumas. He says, this year's merchandise poster contains a few nods to the XD animated series Star Wars Rebels. There's also a bunch of great nods to the film, like this merchandise. I don't know if Jeff is calling it up right now on the screen. But
yes, it is up.
Here,
yes.
A variety. Okay, a variety of merchandise there. The Medal of Yavin from the Battle of Yavin that Luke Skywalker and Han and Chewie did not get, by the way.
Yeah, why didn't Chewie
got
get one of those?
Later. She's just not tall enough to put it on him. She need like one of them light bulb changes.
Excuses.
His head was too big.
I'm tired of people treating Wookiees like second class. Second class individuals. But they do have some cool pins. They've got the special smartphone covers. I'm down with a medal, just like you, Jeff. When you talked about that, I was like, I want that medal.
The medal is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course a bunch of
metal.
I want that medal. And of course all the great toys and collectible figures that they have here, Vinylmations, and a great Star Wars Rebel Alliance sack. Yes, you can win an orange sack. So the
Yes, folks, you too can win an orange shoulder bag.
That's right. So, and once again, it is a ticketed event. There's still tickets available. Thursday, May 15th, the Rebel Rendezvous will be held between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Hollywood Studios. Attendees will receive exclusive access to Darth Maul one day before it opens to the public, and a limited edition recruitment pack with items like the messenger bag, a cadet hat. Ooh, that's nice. A tumbler, lanyard, pin and medal set, and a preferential opportunity to purchase select 2014 Star Wars Weekends merchandise, and a special meet and greet opportunity with Disney characters and artists. So,
But who are the artists, Aljon? Tell us, please.
well, I believe the artists will be Tyler Dumas being one of them.
Oh wait, so
I'm sure-
you don't know then? Because
no, I don't know.
because
they
why?
haven't announced it yet.
because they're being
they
a bunch of
haven't announced it.
tight asses. That's why they need to tell us.
Yeah,
They should tell us.
Don't
They haven't-
sugarcoat it, Jeff. How do you really feel?
Yeah, they haven't announced crap yet. It gets worse and worse every year, I find, for Star Wars weekends. But I tell you what, we will be there. Maybe not on opening weekend, but we will be there for it. By this, check this out: the epic Star Wars Disney side meetup, Sorcerer Radio, Rebel Force Radio, the Mouse. WDW After Dark broadcasting live at the Disney Side 24-hour party. That's going to be fun as hell. Disney Parks blog or Disney Parks podcast will be there as well, and that will be going on Memorial Day weekend. So,
Is this this poster they're showing on the? Is this a poster they're showing on the Disney Parks blog?
yes, that's the official poster.
That's. Oh, I'm gonna have to get one of those. I'm gonna have to go
It's-
online and get one. That's awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
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 It even looks like the droid has Mickey ears. Yes, he does. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
The
R2.
droid does.
It sure
that's
is.
R2MK.
Yeah,
R2.
I had to look at it really closely. Wow, that is so cool.
Well, look even closer, Jeff. Do you see the Star Speeder 1000 in the background there?
I do see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Actually, if it's era appropriate, it might be the Star Speeder 3000.
No, that's definitely in 1000 color scheme.
Okay, I can't really tell.
It looks like it.
I'm a little
Yeah.
colorblind. Little colorblind.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
That's a kick-ass poster. Yeah.
Yeah, that is nice. The posters, the merchandise is always great. And by the way, Star Wars Weekends is, by and large, the #1 merchandise event of all Disney parks worldwide. That's a fact.
Yeah, I believe it. I do believe that. Yeah.
That is a fact. So
People go nuts over that stuff.
And it's rumored, once again, and we said this on After Dark before, it's rumored that this will be the last Star Wars weekend, or at least they'll take a break next year and may not have it come back next year. It might actually be done on the West Coast because of the Star Wars hype that's involved.
No.
That's what I've heard. Well, Jeff, you say no, but you've never attended a Star Wars weekend. Is that right?
I realize this, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
But they already get D23. Okay? So why can't they just leave Star Wars weekends alone and let the East Coast people have this? At least one thing. Come on.
Well, I'm hoping that they do what's right for... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. They do what's best for business.
Oh, don't even start that crap.
Yes.
Don't start that crap.
No, hold on. Listen to me. They do what's best for business and do it on both coasts.
Oh.
By golly, there's enough what's best for business? You've got the biggest merchandise event of all of Disney parks. Why the hell not do Star Wars weekends in some capacity somewhere at the Disneyland Resort? How difficult would that be?
The Disney universe needs to be heard.
Yes. Occupy Disney parks.
Occupy Disney parks.
Yes. We will be heard. Damn it.
I have a dream this afternoon that the Brotherhood of Disney will congregate on both coasts in this day and age.
With a Darth Vader helmet. So,
and can I get a hot tub?
Can I get a hot tub? So, anyway, we're going to be having a good time there for Star Wars weekends. We're going to be there with Rebel Force Radio and Weeby Geeks. And on the West Coast, we're going to be there with the Diz Geek podcast, Dan and Tommy Pix and the rest of the crew, as well as Big Bubba B. So that's going to be fun. And I don't know if Steve Sanders, Lancelot62 in the chat, Sorcerer Radio correspondent, will be there during the time we're there, but we're going to be there for Star Wars weekends, a Disney side 24-hour party. We're going to sleep for a couple hours and then go hit Hollywood Studios for more Star Wars stuff, and it's going to be great. So I encourage you all to book your trip with Kristen, help the show. We're going to be down there. We're going to be handing out some swag, and it's going to be fun.
Fun. Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Try it.
Oh, by the way, on a side note, Jeff, Eric, do you guys have Netflix? Yes?
I do, yes.
Excuse me? Netflix?
Have you guys been burning through Clone Wars?
You better believe it.
The clone has started.
Yeah, so have I. Yeah.
So, yeah, I've kind of been like watching over his shoulder, and I will admit I was digging the duel between R2 and R3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's been my favorite spot of the series this far.
Oh, good. Yeah, I tell you, R2's got a lot of great moments in this. Let me know when you're there watching the last season end of season 5 and of season 6, because a lot of questions will be answered.
I'm taking my time. I'm definitely taking my time with this because I'd like to. I know it's not going to last, but I'd like to kind of build it up,
stretch it out.
Yes, yeah. I want the Star Wars feeling to grow inside of me, and lead me up to this brand new series. You know, that's starting in the fall. I'd like to make it last.
Feeling the Star Wars grow.
Yeah.
Glittering unit under the sky. Oh man, this has just been a very quotable show this week.
Has it
really?
not? I mean, really.
Well, we're not going to spoil anything for you all in the chat room. I will say this, that my thoughts on the last 13 episodes of Star Wars: The Clone Wars were mind-blowing. Wow. I know that I'm going to be talking about it on Rebel Force Radio here as we broadcast from C2E2 in Chicago coming up in a couple weeks, but it is mind-blowing. Yes.
It is mind-blowing, Captain.
Yes.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. Is that what I sounded like? Did I sound like George Takei just then?
You did. You channeled Takei.
Oh,
Big
wow.
way.
Nice.
I will be talking about this on Rebel Force Radio.
Mind blown.
Steve is killing me in the chat room. He's just stupid.
Oh, geez.
God.
It is that time of night. And thank you all for tuning in.
Get to Eric's stuff. Get to Eric's stuff. We got.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
I got a couple.
I forgot.
of
You got a bunch of stories, Eric. Go for it, man.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Tying into the comics angle that we've touched on with Marvel and all that stuff, Marvel is tag teaming with Disney. They have already started a Seekers of the Weird comic book, part of what they're calling their Disney Kingdoms collection. And these, in case you don't know, and I didn't until earlier this week, the Seekers of the Weird is a series. It's inspired by old concept drawings for the Haunted Mansion by Imagineer Raleigh Crump.
Cool.
Because they were like just batting ideas around. And if you remember, if you've heard the story of how the Haunted Mansion came to be, it kind of, it went through a whole lot of phases. People didn't know if they wanted to make it funny, if they wanted to make it scary, if they wanted to make it just a little bit creepy. So they were all doing all kinds of conceptual drawings, and Crump just had all these mind-blowingly, fantastically weird-ass concept drawings. And so they said, well, these are awesome. Let's make a museum of the weird that would be like a walkthrough attraction, right next to Haunted Mansion. Well, that never came to pass. But as Disney is known for doing, they held on to all that stuff. So now they're digging into this stack of concept drawings, and they're basing the whole Seekers of the Weird off of them.
Yeah.
Now, to follow that up, now that started in January of this year. Now, earlier this week, on Tuesday, as a matter of fact, Marvel announced that they are coming out with the second series in their Disney Kingdoms collection, and it is a new series called Spark, and it will star none other than Figment and the Dreamfinder.
Yeah.
Now, this is not the Dreamfinder that you remember from the parks, like the jolly, chunky guy with the full-out beard. Oh, ha, ha, ha. I'll give you a dash of childish delight. Oh. What, was that a pretty good one?
That was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, but your quote was very quotable. Childish delight. Wow.
There you go.
Especially on this show.
Yeah.
This is a new look for Dreamfinder. He's slimmed down. Jenny Craig worked. He's got like a soul patch and a mustache instead of like the full shaggy beard that looked like he was Dan Haggerty's lost brother. Mm-hmm. So, and it's got a very heavy steampunk look to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, according to the story, the main characters, of course, are based off of Journey into Imagination. Dreamfinder who is described as a quote-unquote jolly wizard-like scientist, teaches his sidekick Figment how to use his imagination. And the new series will be written by Jim Zub, who worked on the Samurai Jack cartoon for Cartoon Network.
Good show.
Really very good. Yeah, it's really good. And illustrated by Philippe Andrade. I don't know how you pronounce that. Andrade.
Yeah.
from Captain America. So it's not like they're just saying, oh, we're just going to shove this off to somebody who's a crap artist or, the new kid on the block, just, as busy work. No, these are people who actually have chops in the writing, in the illustrating, and it's going to launch this June.
Yeah.
So this is probably the one comic book I have been looking forward to the most since the days when I actually worked on comic books.
Since Ant-Man?
I never really got into Ant-Man.
I can see why. Yeah.
But I never was into Thor either until the movie energized me for it. So there.
Fantastic.
Take that, Ant-Man hater.
So now, Jeff, I put in our group chat there, our Google Plus chat, the link so that people can actually see the art because I think it looks killer.
It does look killer. I mean,
Killer.
He does look. He looks, dapper, for the lack of a better term.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the very stereotypical steampunk top hat with the goggles, and he looks very Victorian steam engine steampunk. And if you look, I don't know if you can see it on the image that you linked, Aljon, but if you look very closely at Dreamfinder's vest, or his waistcoat, as some people would put it,
Mm-hmm.
the pattern is the old Journey into Imagination emblem
That's
from
right.
the old Epcot Center.
That's right.
So
I
thought that was I thought
Yeah.
that was an awesome touch there.
Oh
Yeah, very eagle-eyed people will notice that.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
and Figment looks great too. By the way,
Figment does look good. He doesn't. I mean, he looks like the Figment that we know, the Figment that we love, and the Figment that we all caused all kinds of holy hell over when Disney decided, hey, let's refurbish Imagination, but take him out. Yes, but he doesn't look cartoony in this.
Oh, he looks good.
He looks good. I
Yeah.
mean, he looks like he looks like he could really exist in this world.
Yeah.
Emily.
In as much as a purple dragon with yellow eyes could exist.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
there is Kitty Pryde's dragon after all. I mean,
And
dragons live in the Marvel universe.
That is
so-
true.
that's true.
Yeah.
And I would love to see the two of them in an issue.
Oh,
And
by the way, did you see I did post something on Instagram that actually had Kitty Pryde and
Lockheed is his name, yeah.
Lockheed and Dreamfinder and Figment, and it was kind of funny to see them both. So
But I was thinking that how Disney does not do anything without some sign of plan, and we know Marvel loves planning out stuff.
yeah,
So and they set up stuff. Okay, so now they're coming out with a Dreamfinder and Figment comic book. If this goes over well, do you think that we could see a return of Dreamfinder to the parks or to the attraction? What if you took this whole Imagination Institute, and I am saying this even though I love Eric Idle as a Monty Python fan, I love seeing Nigel Channing in this attraction, but just completely bulldoze the inside of it, get rid of the whole Imagination Institute, steampunk this bitch, and bring those two back.
yeah,
That's
totally.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's part of the plan. I think I had mentioned this just briefly in the Sorcerer Radio Disney Fun Zone, and I think it bears mentioning that, like you said, Marvel test bed.
Yes.
I think the art is there, the concept is there. Is it possible that this could lead to a film? Is it possible this could lead to more books, appearances in the park, an entire makeover of Future World?
Dude,
Yeah.
I would so love a TV show or movie. You could do a TV show concept on this, kind of like Amazing Stories that Steven Spielberg did back in the 80s.
Yep.
To where you have these guys presenting a story, almost like Twilight Zone or their Dark Room or whatever, and this would be a perfect vehicle for it.
Think about this. You know, Tokyo Disney Sea is very much in that H.G. Wells kind of Victorian steampunk thing.
Disneyland Paris is too, as I understand.
Disneyland Paris, right? Exactly. I mean, what is, you know, a future plan for Future World, or even Tomorrowland for that matter? I mean, just to go a little bit in that way of that steampunk Victorian thing. And steampunk, I thought, was a little bit of a fad, but wow, you know, like 10, 12 years later, it's still a thing.
It's still a thing, and I think it's more popular than it ever has been.
Yes.
Because you see more and more of it more and more people cosplaying it, more and more, pieces of art out on the internet, and I think this would be the perfect incarnation of it.
I tried looking for a steampunk suit just so I could dress up like this Dreamfinder for Halloween, and I couldn't find one. Sorry, Halloween Express, he didn't have one. So because I wanted to get, you know, the Figment thing, and I wanted to do the brass goggles and the whole nine, and that would be like a kick-ass costume for Halloween.
You're going to have to make it.
I'm going to have to make it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Good luck finding that imagination pattern for your waist.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to hand paint that. Easy E-Ray says, Doc Brown from Back to the Future started the steampunk trend. Yeah, I think you could see the steampunk trend all the way back till the Time Machine movie.
Oh,
that's true.
Yeah, you could.
That's where the original steampunk came from.
Yeah,
and that's where Doc Brown got his inspiration from.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
follow your nose. But I dig it. I think, look, even the hardcore Marvel fans love the Disney Kingdom series. Now that's what I call bringing worlds together. That's what we do on this show. That's what we do on the radio station side. That's what we do. You know, that's what we try to do, is bring all of the goodness together. And by having the Disney Kingdoms and the Seekers of the Weird, which by the way is a great comic.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get caught up on that.
Is great. I like the synergy that's involved. I like the fact that they are doing Disney stories, and these stories are gonna be great. You know, they're once again finding the right people to tell the proper story.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think these could definitely do it.
Yeah,
because Samurai Jack was not your typical comic book or cartoon story. It was more of a comic book.
Right.
So, yeah, I think this has got potential. I'm pumped about this. I am totally pumped about this. I tell you something else I'm totally pumped about. That is tomorrow, which is Disney Infinity Day at GameStop locations across the country.
Yay.
First and foremost, the Phineas and Ferb toy box set will be exclusively available at GameStop starting tomorrow. That's Saturday the 15th through the 31st. The toy box set includes the Phineas figure, the Agent P figure, and the 2 scenery discs, the sky and the terrain. And while supplies last, you get a free Phineas and Ferb Infinity poster with the purchase of any Infinity products. You get a free digital Phineas and Ferb mini comic magazine and strategy guide update if you purchase the Phineas and Ferb toy box set. And on top of that, the other figures are on sale for buy 2, get 1 free on individual figures at $13.99 each. And plus, you get a 30% extra in-store credit when you trade games, accessories, systems, smartphones, or tablets toward any Disney Infinity purchase.
Oh man, Eric.
Which is all right. The problem that I have with GameStop and really any retailer that allows you to turn in games for credit, you get screwed over so bad.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Of
It's
course.
very bad. Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, you paid $60 for that game. I can only give you $9 for it.
Yeah.
It's like Pawn Stars with the bald-headed guy, only with the game controller.
Only but alive. I'm bad. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Go
No,
ahead.
no, dude, he didn't die. Chumley didn't die.
Did he not die? I thought
No,
someone
he
died.
didn't.
No.
Reports of his death were slightly exaggerated.
Oh, okay, so that was just
That was a hoax. That was a hoax.
I just saw that on Facebook. I'm like, oh well, I don't really
Yeah.
watch Pawn Stars, and I actually had met those guys before, but I'm like, okay, well he's dead. Okay.
It's like, hi guys, I'm Al John. I've never watched your show, so I don't know shit from Shinola about it. But hey, I love y'all.
No,
y'all
I
are
didn't
great.
say that.
Yeah,
I didn't say
jeez.
that.
Oh my god.
I did happen to watch Pawn Stars though, but not necessarily.
I think I've watched one episode. It was pretty good.
All right.
Mom and Dad watch it.
Chumley's alive and well. Hashtag that. Long live Chumley.
Long live.
Long live Viva la Chumley!
I tell you though, what was the deal? Was it buy one figure get one free or something like that?
Buy 2 figures, get 1 free. That's
Right.
actually a pretty good deal, though.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
The only thing that upsets me is I wish that Phineas and Ferb came out as a playable world, an actual storyline and stuff like that. I was hoping for that, but didn't get it. So
I was hoping that too, but the one thing that's kind of tempered my disappointment on that is that each figure in the toy box mode has its own separate adventure. It's like it's kind of like its own mini game level.
Yeah.
Like with Mike Wazowski is riding the scare pig and trying to collect all these tokens. With the Lone Ranger, it's riding around in this area trying to shoot all the bad guys. And
but see, the thing is though,
what
the thing is, Eric, is that these other characters that don't come out with their own playable world, you can't integrate into those other games. It has to be character specifics for that specific world. How awesome would it be if I could take, Wreck-It Ralph to the world of Monsters University and, wreck it all over the place? It just...
Well, if you progress far enough along in the playset, you will unlock a toy box themed to that
Yeah, that's true.
playset.
Yeah.
So you can bring him into the world and play it with that, but you can't do on the quests and
exactly.
and the
That's what I
challenges.
want to do, though. That's what I want to do.
I'll agree with you. That is a little bit of a disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
Although that may change.
Yes, it might change.
Never know.
There's a lot of things changing. We speculated, and I had mentioned this on the show. Star Wars. We were talking about that in a thing where prior to the show kicking off. The Star Wars and Marvel characters come into it, and I think ultimately they're going to integrate it so that everybody will be able to play with every character and every mode possible. So I think it's going to be baby steps, because they don't want to give out everything all at once.
Too much, too fast.
Yeah, the game shelf life. How long has Skylanders been around, Eric? 3 years?
At least.
Okay.
Yeah, they had the regular Skylanders, and then that lasted for about a year or two. Then they came out with Skylanders Giants, where you could use the regular your old Skylanders plus the new Skylanders in Skylanders Giants. And then they've come out with Skylanders Swap Force, where, as I understand it, you could use the old Skylanders, the Skylanders Giants, and these new swappable pieces in the new game. So yes, there is reason to think that you could go that route with Disney Infinity, and as much money as you should have to shell out to complete this set,
Yeah.
you figure they damn well better.
They should. Yeah, they should. It should happen.
Yeah, because you figure it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 times 13 is what?
You're asking the issue
149
now?
or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're laying down a good $200 easy to have this complete thing.
Yeah.
So if they come out and say, oh, well, here's Disney Infinity 2, there's a whole new set of figures, there's a whole new set of challenges, and oh, by the way, you can't use any of these original stuff, you're going to have a friggin' mutiny on your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that's good stuff. I think that you want to get in on the play action, feel free. You got your local GameStop is hosting this event, and good luck, man. I once they have it for PC, I might be all in on this. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Thank you for that update, Eric. Jeff, we had a good time on the show. A lot of quotes there. Go ahead and hit those hashtags. We'll count them off real quick. And next week, the show is on hiatus.
Yes.
We're going to be doing different things. We're going to be doing a bunch of stuff outside of the box. So we're going to take next week off, and hopefully we'll be back the week after that with much more Disney fun, Marvel and Star Wars news and the like. So once again, don't forget, tell your friends about the show, WDWAfterDark.com, every single Friday night, except for next week, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. And, of course, please help promote the show and our sponsors. Here are some great hashtags for tonight.
God.
Unload the Jeff stack.
Wow.
E-Ray once again with our hashtags. Floats. More floats with fire. Ass Man combo pack. Doo on Woody. NASCAR. Occupy Disney Parks. Oh my. Childish Delight. Steampunk that bitch. Long Live Chumley. Not the Mama. Vote with your wallets. Try it. Return of Phyllis. Dog poo Mickey head. Hold on to them hats and glasses. Excelsior Jinx.
Oh,
Third
my God.
moment. Getting his tubes clean. And, of course, Sorcerer Radio Disney Fun Zone. And After Darkers. Thank you, Easy E-Ray, for that. I'm sure you'll post that on our Facebook page once again. The plain and simple. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, live stream, all at WDWAfterDark.com. We're wrapping it up. It's time to get on out of here and cruise our ass down the road, as Stone Cold Steve Austin would say. So, any final words before you hit the credits, Jeff?
Nothing from me. Nope. I'm good to go. Hope everybody has a good weekend.
Yep, let's wrap this puppy up and put her to bed. Thanks for tuning in to WDW After Dark, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Have a good one. See you later.
Hasta la vista. Fuck that bitch. Steve Bucket.
Leave that one alone.
Leave it alone.
How about that Bears? Yeah.